Going live now.
Log out so it won't echo?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All
So
right.
we're live now.
Okay,
So
so
go.
I'm going to... Mhm.
Oh, oh, oh.
You say we are live now, and I do not. Okay, I do see. And I'm going to share it to...
Hey, come on in, guys. Do you see it?
Share to your profile. Share it
To
to
you?
your profile.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I think it should be there.
Okay, I'm
And
sharing it on mine.
okay, and I'm going to go in now just to make sure we see everything.
It did share
Everybody.
on here. It shared perfectly on yours.
You see it on mine already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I don't know why I always there's always a delay on me. Okay.
Gotcha. Come on in, guys. We got a couple of minutes before we actually dive into this interview.
Alrighty.
Awesome. I'm excited for you. Yeah. So perfect.
Yay, yay, yay.
Yes. So,
Okay, I'm gonna close out on my Facebook page
okay.
so we're not echoing.
Do you hear echo?
No, I don't.
Perfect. Come on in, guys. We're gonna get started in just a minute.
But I don't see us anymore. Okay, there we are.
Good.
And so let me go back in and
Perfect. You telling your people?
yeah.
Perfect. So we are just under 1 minute to get started.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Some people showing me some love here. Hi, Rochelle. Perfect. Alrighty. You ready to get started?
Yes, yes, yes.
Perfect. Well, hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Megan Pinckney, and I am founder and CEO of Joseph's Ministry LLC. And we are here because of our new author, Sheree Cox. Welcome, Sheree.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us. But before we get started and start talking about your brand new book that's about to be released, I want people to kind
Yes.
of get to know you. For those who are watching and will watch on the replay, to just kind of introduce who you are, where you're from, some of the cool things and awesome things that you're doing right now. So the floor is yours.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Sheree Cox. I am originally from Miami, Florida. However, I am now in Charlotte, North Carolina, actually in Concord, north of Charlotte. So I am a educator for the public school system here, Charlotte Mecklenburg School System. Um, I life coach, so I life coach women and children also. Um, I recently just started my radio show with iHeartRadio. So it's DRB Media. And so every Wednesday at 1:30, 1:30 to 2:30, I am on the show called the Chatterbox right after the book here. So
Wow.
I'm excited to be able to make an impact on our community and other people. Um, it's just I have a nonprofit organization that we do like women empowerment workshops, retreats, and so it's just a blessing to be able to leave legacies and give back. So I'm
Absolutely.
a mother of a six. I'm a blended family of six, so I got all
Wow.
adult children. I have grandchildren, so life is wonderful right now, and I'm loving that my husband's supporting all these wonderful things that I'm doing.
Absolutely. That's so awesome.
Thank you.
That is so awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I see you got a lot of love coming in.
I know. I see my in-law, my sister-in-law's on here, my daughter's on here. Like, oh my God, my best friend is on here. This is amazing.
No, it's so awesome, and I love the support that you're receiving. So now, for the reason why we are here, because you are releasing this amazing book, What's in Your Chatterbox. Tell the people, why did you even write this book? Who is this book for?
Oh my God, this book is for everybody. This is a collection of my journals, and I can honestly tell you if it was not for God pushing me out to do this book, it would not be out.
Yeah,
So I am being very transparent in this book, giving really my life story from I think teenage all the way up to just recently now.
yeah,
But it is a book is if you got stuck at some point in your life, just didn't know how to get out of it. It is a reflection book to let you know that you're not alone in there. I've been through it. I'm sure 100 other people, 1,000 other people have been through it. And it kind of gives you just some reflection on, how to move out. I want to be able to give people like a helping hand, just like, come on, it's okay.
right,
So we all have those, what do you call it? That chatter that goes on in your head. So that's where the book came from. The chatterbox that goes on in your head.
right. And that was going to be my next question. When you say chatterbox, what do you mean, and what does that mean to you? Because your subtitle is The Journey of Restoring the Chatter in Your Mind, to
So
restoring the chatter.
right.
Yes.
So sometimes in your mind we get these negative chatters that go on and makes you feel like anxiety, depressed, don't know whether you coming right or left or going forward or
Right.
going backwards. And then there's other times that, all this positivity and you just moving forward and life is great. The sunflowers are here. And so the journey is being able to come out of that negative mindset. So it's talking about, what chatter are you listening to at this time? So kind of moving you from one point, the journey from one point to another, and being able to stay into that positive chatter. So restoring the positive chatter, knowing that, you are all that God has created you to be.
Wow. So the people may be wondering, and I am as well, what type of chatter did you have to overcome to get to this point of writing the book? I know me and you
Right.
have done things together, and you have mentioned in times past that you were writing a book, but here we are today. So back to the question, what did you have to overcome and what type of chatter did you have to overcome to get to this point?
So some of the things that I've went through is just negativity, like people you hang around, that just they're going through their own things, and
Right.
so you're drawn into the things that they're going in, and now you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, you're kind of overlooking your own life, and it's like, oh, I should be this far gone and I'm not, or why am I changing careers now? You think that you're stable, and so you're really down on yourself.
Yeah.
Or when I was single, like, oh, when am I going to remarry again? It's hard trying to do this by myself. I'm working 100 jobs just trying to make
Right.
ends meet. So those obstacles made
Yeah.
me stronger, and so those were the times that I was journaling a lot,
Hmm.
spiritually trying to grow, like really understanding, like, God, where are you? You said you'll provide all my needs, and I don't
Yeah.
feel like you getting them. My needs aren't being provided right now. So where they at?
Right.
And people telling you, well, stand on his word, stand on his word. And so you really have to then soul search yourself
Right.
and stand on that word and see, does this work for me like it worked for everyone else?
Right.
So I had to overcome a lot of spirituality when it came to that. My grandfather is a pastor, so it's like the grand child
Yeah.
PK kid. You grow up and just it's supposed to be that way, and then you
Right.
find out like it's so much more after that, and then you try to
Oh
raise
yeah.
your kids to be that way. Um, and so those are the things that, like, this book, I had to overcome a lot of things and then learn some things from my own children, about myself, and then just kind of reflect on that and journal again and say, okay, how can I be better? And it took me a long time, like I said, to write it and to even go through the publishing, because it's like, oh, you want everybody to know your secrets, like, when people look at you, they look like, oh, you got it all together. And it's like, no, not really. Trust me, I done been through some things. So
Right.
I had to get to that transparency point of overcoming my own insecurities of people got you up here, and no, I don't want to be up there. I want you to understand that I have issues and I have problems myself, and
Right.
hey, you can come to me. That's why I can life coach now, because I've been through some of those things.
Good. Good. So how long did it actually, you said it took you a while, but how long, months, years? I'm gonna put you out there. How long did it take you to actually write your book?
So the journal collection has been over years, and so I had to kind of dwindle it down. However, it took about 2 years to say, let me make it. Then it took another 2.5 years to say, let's publish it. So it really was finished and kind of just sitting there. And I think me and you talked about that, and it was just like God just beating you on the back saying, excuse me, excuse
Yeah.
me, excuse me, you're blocking somebody else's blessing. I'm gonna
Wow.
need you to do that. And
Wow.
it was me going back and forth with God saying, I don't know if that's gonna work right for me. And he was like,
Yeah.
it's not about you. And
Ooh.
so it was more so about being obedient,
Yeah.
being obedient, being transparent, and holding up to my own words. I always tell people, I'm very transparent, I'm an open book, my testimony is just really open. And so it was really about, okay, you say that, but
Mm.
how true is it? And so that was that push. And I think, from you and I, when we was in New York, it was more so like,
Yeah. It's time.
okay, let's do this now. And, looking at the New York Times billboard, the book that we both was in, and
Right.
seeing like, okay, if I can do this for you, imagine what more I can do for you if you would just
Yeah.
do the work, like publish it type thing. And so it was such a relief, honestly, to just put this in your hand to do. I was just like, oh my God, I'm doing this. Like, I'm doing this. And so many more doors opened, like immediately
See,
after I did
yes.
that. The radio show opened,
So
just
talk
things
about
at
that.
work start opening, just being
Yeah,
it just trickled down. Yeah.
absolutely. No, you were saying everything that people really need to hear because you said you stepped out on faith,
Yeah.
you were obedient, and when you took the first step to even contact me and really have those for real conversations about publishing, how many doors opened? So you
Yeah.
mentioned a radio show. So talk about that. I don't know if you really delved into detail, like what happened since you gave me the book, we started the process, and today. Because when you called me and told me, I was like, what?
Yeah. So I was referred to WDRB radio, WDRB media, I'm sorry. And when they called, I was just like, is this call real? Number one. And it's like, this is a real call. We are from the radio station. You was referred, and we'd
Wow.
like to interview you about your new books and your previous books. And I'm
Wow.
sitting there like, who referred me to the radio station? Like, who did this?
Right.
Um, and it was so amazing because two of my colleagues that I work with every single day, after they called, then came to me and was like, "Hey, I referred you to the thing. You got some good things going on. And I just
Wow.
think, you need to put yourself out there. You deserve this." And I'm just like, oh my God, like amazing. Okay, this was real. This wasn't a prank call or anything. Um, I did the interview, and like a couple of days later, they called back and was just like, "Hey, we want to offer you a show." And I'm just like, "A what? A who? A show?" I don't even like listening to myself, but you
Yeah.
know, okay, this is another platform to really just get out there and let people know again what has happened to me, where I was, where I've come, and how to inspire people to just move forward. Like, just know that if you put that positive energy in the air, that's what you're going to get back. If you put that negative energy in the air, you're going to move, but that's all you're going to do. You ain't going to move forward. You're just going to be just moving around, just, kind of just staying in the same thing.
Wow. I
Yeah.
mean, I can't say it enough to
Yeah.
people. You have to walk by faith. I mean,
Yes.
really just take that step because people, just like you said, there are people that need this book.
Yeah.
There
So
are people that are going to need it.
it's funny because this book is a working book. And I remember telling you that I wanted it to be small. I
Absolutely.
wanted to make sure that it was that you were able to kind of reflect in there. And I want to just kind of open up so anybody wanted to see that you can kind of reflect after you read the chapters.
Yes.
And then it inspires you to give, it is a scripture after each one. So it kind of
Hmm.
inspire you to know that it's biblically based also.
Right.
I don't know. It was just one of those, like, if you're male, you can just kind of roll it up, put it in your back pocket, and keep moving. If you're a
Right.
female, you can just stick it in your purse, read it at the doctor's office and keep moving. So I wanted to make sure that it wasn't so bulky, that it wasn't going to be used. I have so many books that I started reading, and because the book is so big, I can't carry it around with me. So it's in my library, like, with the little bookmark where you're gonna come back to it. And I want it to be something that someone can finish, and when they finish, they can kind of move on with their life, and then they can still go back and reflect when needed.
Right.
Say, you know what, let me go back, because I promise you, like I said, it took 2 years, then 2 years and probably a half to get it published. Um, and I read through my own book, and I was like, "Oh, I wrote that. I said
Hmm.
that.
Yep.
That's some good
Amazing.
stuff." So even now, we all still go through our own um journey. And so
Mhm.
sometimes now I'm now looking back in my own book saying, "Oh, I didn't do this part. So, you know what? Let me make sure I get this part out."
Yeah,
because this is still going to help me to grow personally and spiritually and
absolutely.
socially. Right.
That's cool. We do have a question someone, Rochelle, just
Sure.
asked. Do you believe that we block our blessings?
Most definitely. Most definitely. We we sometimes talk the talk, but then we don't walk the walk. So in saying that, we block our blessings by, we may read every day or we may tell people to do stuff, but if we don't take our own actions in doing so, then we find ourselves right back where we started. And that's one of the chapters in the book on how you ask yourself, how did I get right back here again?
Mhm,
You know, so we block sometimes our own blessings. And I think right now I can tell you I'm out of my comfort zone with the radio show. Um, this was my third show. I'm recording my fourth show. It is a broadcast and not, you know, a podcast, so you can't go back and
mhm,
um, listen to it unless you want to purchase it, and you can go back and purchase it from me to listen to the different series. However, yeah, I definitely think so. So I'm now just trying to be obedient. And I
mhm.
always say obedience is better than sacrifice. So right now I'm being obedient and just pushing forward with whatever it is that God have me to do. Um, I can't say that enough, that I'm really in a great space in my head, um, all the way around.
Mhm.
So definitely. So
Yeah,
look in the mirror and reflect so you can open the doors from your blessings.
absolutely. And I would add just a tidbit to that as well. So let's just kind of play back even our interaction some months ago about you telling me, hey, I got my next book that I want to do, and you knowing that I'm a publisher or I have a publishing company, and I'm like,
Hmm.
hey, Sheree, come on, let's just call me. Like we can do this, right? Just like
Right.
I did. And
Right.
you can be like, no, no, I ain't gonna bother you because you're so
Right.
busy. I'm not gonna do that because that's just block. You just block yourself. You see what
Blocked.
I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just an example, Rochelle, or for anybody else, how we just shoot ourselves down. Like I was the answer to solve her problem,
Right.
and God coordinated that thing, right? So just like you said earlier, when we make up our minds to move forward, it's like all the resources come to you. It's
Right.
like, you know what? I need to write this book. Boom, here I am. Here we are in New York talking about a book
Right.
together, and we hadn't been together in what, a year or so.
A
Um,
year or so.
you see what I'm
Right. And
saying? So
it's funny because I was I had talked to you about, oh, I'm going to self-publish my book. I'm going to do all this work all by myself, and I got it. It shouldn't be that hard. And that was one of the procrastinations of blocking
wow,
my own blessings, because I
yeah,
knew, one, I was busy.
yeah,
Two, it was going to take a lot of time.
right,
Three, I really didn't want to have to do it myself. And so it was my excuse to not publish
wow.
at all. Right.
Wow. No, that's a really good point. So
Right.
if anybody's out there and they're looking to buy a book, to publish a book, contact us at Joseph's
Right.
Ministry. I'm telling you, this is what we do. This is a part of our purpose. It's to help people like yourselves go to the next level in their purpose, and publish their testimonies, encouraging words, motivation things to the world so other people can be blessed, right?
Right.
So
Yes.
no, thank you so much.
Well, I definitely want to say it was definitely a easy peasy process with
Good.
you as my publisher. She stayed on top of me, held me accountable. When I didn't answer email fast enough, she was texting me like, check your email. And I'm like, okay. And it put me back on my game, like this has to be done. She
Yeah.
kept the timeline of the time that I wanted it out, which was October
Thank
the
God.
15th. So
Yeah.
it will be available. You can do your pre-sales on payhip.com/ Sheree Cox
I will put it in the chat.
in the chat. Thank you.
Mhm.
It will be available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and I think Good Deeds, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and good deeds. However, when you go directly to the website, I will put a personalized note in for you and autograph it for you. You don't get that if you go to Amazon and all the other places.
Yeah, so that you just answered that question. Somebody just said.
Right. And I think Megan's going to put it in the chat at payhip.com forward
Mm.
slash Sheree Cox. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So before we kind of wrap this up, so what's next? You know, we have this book coming out to be released on tomorrow.
Yes.
But they can, again, like you said, go onto your website right now
Mm-hmm.
to get the pre-order so that you can go ahead and get that signed and sent to them when it comes in the mail. But what happens next? Is there a
So,
series, or this is it, or what's going on with that?
no, there is a series. So there will be one more book in What's in Your Chatterbox. And the subtitle of that one will be After the Storm. So all the things that you go through during the journey, right? You got to talk about what happens after that fact. And so that book will entail how to continue to professionally grow yourself, personally grow yourself in areas spiritually, socially. Um, it will talk about still my journey on how I have changed that chatter in my head and do not allow the negativity to sit there, because it's not that it doesn't come,
Mhm.
it just doesn't sit there.
Gotcha.
Um, you know, we think that we just live in a society, especially with this pandemic, that everything is just like negative, right? But it's so many great things that can go on in your life despite what's going on in the world.
Right.
And so I want to be able to share that with someone, um, and let them know that my hand is still open for them. As I can continue to grow, I want other people to continue to grow also.
Perfect. So what's the, and I'm gonna put you out there, and this
Hmm.
could be real rough, but when can we expect this next project?
We will get this next book by next year. Um, hopefully, same time this time next year,
Perfect.
because I want to make sure that I give myself at least a year of
Yes.
great opportunities and great blessings coming through to stay on task. It says, will the book come in
A
of
audio
people?
book.
Are you talking about this book or the next book?
Wendy. I'm gonna let her type.
Okay. Thank you so much, sis.
Yes. So okay. So she said this book.
That's a Megan question.
Oh, that's a new question. If that's something that you want to do, we can talk about that offline, of course. But
Okay.
um, I don't know what your vision is.
Because it is a working book, I would prefer you to be able to, literally have it in your hand to
Mhm.
work on it. Um, we have been discussing more so of an ebook for you to
Mhm.
be able to type in it, versus an auditory book. So we will let you know. I'll let you know if we decide to do an auditory book, but for right now, it is a paper book, and will probably sometime soon go ahead and make this an ebook so that people can still use their Kindles and then still type their reflections in. Because I really want individuals to reflect after they read in
Mhm.
order for them to move to the next level. Because I know when I read a book, if I'm not able to kind of jot stuff down, you kind of
Mhm.
forget about it, or you read it, um, and then you reflect in your head. However, you don't necessarily take the
Right.
steps and actions to move forward,
Right.
if that
Right.
makes sense to you. Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's a strategy, right?
Right.
Because a lot of times when we write things down, it helps you to remember.
Remember, right.
Because I'm a
And that's
visual.
just that's the educator in me. That's the teacher
Yeah,
in
that's why I
me.
said that was a strategy. No, that's awesome. So So we'll see, Wendy, to answer your question. we'll see. We'll see about that. But um, yeah, she said thank you. But for those who are here now and those who will watch on the replay, you can go to her website right now at payhip.com/Sheree Cox to pre-order her book. She will personally sign them for you. Put a personal note in there if that's what you desire. But no, Sheree, I'm super, super proud of you from
Thank
the
you.
last conversation we had, months ago, to where we are today, and to see the open doors that have opened for you. I'm not surprised because
Thank you.
that's the type of God we serve. And
Right.
but I'm super happy for you because it's time, right? But I believe
Right.
that you are an example
Thank
for
you.
people that are watching today, people that are in your circle, people who will hear you on the broadcast, to say, hey, if Sheree can do it, I can do it
I can
too.
do it. Yes. And I just want to thank everybody because I see everything keeps coming up. All of
Hmm.
my inner circle, all of my family. I just want to thank you guys for supporting me in everything that I
Yeah.
just kind of touch or put my hands in. Whether I continue with it or don't continue, you just being supportive all the way around. So I just want to thank you so very much for just pushing me, for blessing me, just keep encouraging me. As
Mhm.
I encourage you, you encourage me back. So thank you so very much.
Perfect. So while we are ending this author interview, are there any last words that you want to leave with the people for encouragement, or anything that you just want to leave them with on tonight?
I just want to say, remember that whatever you do, it's your legacy. You're leaving the footprint. So whether you decide to move forward and try some different things in your life, it's your legacy that you're leaving. It's your footprint that you're leaving. I'm choosing to leave my footprint to be positive, one that helps others soar for greatness. So thank you so much for supporting me in everything that I do. Um, and make sure you go out. Let's soar together, guys. Let's see what's in your chatterbox and let's soar together. Make sure you tune in on Wednesdays.
Yeah,
Make sure you tune in Wednesdays 1:30 to 2, WDRB Media, iHeartRadio. And it's called the Chatterbox. So it's something you can't forget.
that's so
Thank you
awesome.
so much. Love
That
you
is
all.
that's awesome. Thank you,
Thank
Sheree.
you, everyone. Thank you,
Yeah,
sis.
everybody's just showing you
Yes.
love. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you. I'm so grateful. You guys gonna make me cry. I'm so very grateful.
Yeah, they
Right.
in here strong. No, that's awesome. But no, thank you so much for your words of wisdom, for everybody who is watching. If anything that Sheree has said on tonight that has encouraged you, and you want to move forward with writing your book, and moving forward with your purpose, contact us.
Yes.
My company, Joseph's Ministry, will love to work with you and to help you get to your next step, just as we are doing with Sheree and so many other people. So if you are interested, you can go to our website at www.josephsministryllc.com. Contact us, look at our website to see what all that we have to offer. But it will be our privilege to work with you and to help you get to your next level in your purpose. But that is all that we have time for tonight. I really appreciate you, Sheree. I'm so proud of you
Thank
again,
you. Thank you
everything
so
that
much.
is in store for you. Thank you guys for that are watching, for those who are live and those who are coming to watch on the
Thank you,
replay.
daughter.
I pray everybody has a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time. Thank you,
Thank
Sheree.
you, daughter. All right. See you
Bye.
later.